Zero derivation. Derivational morphemes are generally class changing morphemes. So, what do we mean by zero derivation? English speaking adults generally use a vocabulary of 20,000 to 50,000 words, and children ranging from 50 to 600 words at the age of to about 14,000 words till the age of 6. Children are in the process of learning the language. Children frequently coin new words. They have smaller vocabulary, but to use language in the productive and creative way, sometimes they coin new words or use language in such a creative way that is quite new. One way children do this is to use zero derivation or a conversion of productive derivation process in English. So what they do is that they convert the grammatical function of the words. They may use a noun as a verb and a verb as a noun without using any derivational morpheme, which generally is a very legitimate process in a language. Zero derivation changes the lexical category of a word without changing its phonological shape. So, phonological shape does not change, but its grammatical category changes from verb to noun, noun to verb. And this is very much found among children who have little vocabulary compared to the adult user of the language. So we have few examples of novel verbs formed by 2 to 5 years olds by zero derivation. So for example, in the first, as his mother prepared to brush his hair, so the child says, "Do not hear me. Do not brush my hair." So the word "hair" is used as a verb. Similarly, seated in a rocking chair, "Rocker me, mummy." So the word rocking is used in a very novel way. Hitting baby sister with toy broom, "I broomed her," right? Playing with toy lawn mower, "I'm lawning." Pretending to be Superman, "I'm supermaning." Of a doll that disappeared, "I guess she magicked." And "Will you chocolate my milk?" So all these examples show that how children coin new words, how they use this zero derivation when they change the category of the word without changing any phonological or morphological change in the word. So this process is known as zero derivation. A word formed by zero derivation or any other productive derivational process become lexicalized. So with the passage of time, that becomes a lexical item. For example, the English verb chair, leave, ship, table, and weather. They are all example of this process of zero derivation. Mail from French is another example. Mail which was used for a bag, now it is used which was used for a bag or a trunk, now it is used for example, for something that has the content in it, like a letter. I mailed it. Where is the mail? Now it refers to the contents of the bag instead of the bag. And I'm going to mailbox this parcel, which is actually incorrect because mail and box are the similar meaning words. So with the passage of time, how new words adopt their new meanings in a language. They come from one language, and it is for this word mail is from French language, but in English it has changed its meaning. Another process, affixation. We have talked about affixation, right? The next type of derivational process we consider here is affixation. With the help of affixes, we make new words. We have already looked at number of affixes, the types of stem they attach to, and the words they produce. The affixation may involve prefixes, suffixes, infixes, perhaps circumfixes. We talked about all these things. For example, prefixes un plus do, hemi plus sphere, suffixes rough plus age, roughage, arachno plus phobia, and cut plus e. Similarly, we have infixes abso, affing, loosely, and circumfixes ul, first person plural and inclusive subject in Kyomat Jeolla language. So we had not yet sent this. So there are instances of circumfix in this language. We can characterize the stem as an affix attaches to as bound or free and as belonging to a particular lexical category. So affix is attached to the stem. It may be bound or free. Take the following words formed via prefixation with re. For example, reignite, reanalyze, reboot, or recertify. Reattach to stems belonging to the lexical category verb. It was generally attached with verb. It produces words that are also verb. All of the stems to which it attaches in the preceding example are free. Ignite, boot, read, or analyze, certify. But sometimes it is attached to a stem which is bound, not free. For example, we can have attached to stems which are bound. For example, repeat, resuscitate, and recognize. So this is the process of infixation, in which we have prefixes and suffixes. Prefixes generally come before the stem and suffixes comes after the stem.